with my present.
Your team is
maybe.
picking.
Let's see. Phoveus
and an Esmeralda. This is definitely a JP Cho then.
Sometimes I forget that Phoveus is still is already allowed.
I mean,
it's like so many heroes going through my head, and then just Phoveus is there. It's like, why'd you forget about me?
Hey, Reptar, I'll let you remember me.
That's the worst Phoveus impression I've ever heard.
I'm not even trying.
But that's all. I'll give it like a 20, but out of 100, that's still 20%.
I'll take that. I'll take that. Now, what's the last pick here for Execration?
So,
do they secure the Paquito?
They are gonna be going for Chango. It was a Chango.
Yeah,
so double mage. Yeah, there's gonna be
Aura has right now. They can stop and put a dent. Finally, to the momentum that Execration has?
Well, with the double mage lineup of Execration, they will be able to deal good damage into the late game. They don't really have that one presence who can take a big amount of damage from the Meteor Shower and then from the Yin Yang Overturn as well and still be able to fight. Closest thing they've got to that is an Esmeralda. So this might be an Esmeralda built more of a tank to circumvent the fact that they have a Cho as their tank. So then that they'll still have those strong two strong heroes in the front line. Meanwhile, Kilowash might be the one who'll build a more damage built Phoveus. Either or. I'm gonna be really looking into their builds here.
And we'll have to look into how Execration would be rotating, forcing the issue as Aura forces the issue and Lord Hades steals away a purple buff away KLVJ. Slightly, no, not slightly, really putting it at a disadvantage in the early game.
Yeah, bad start there for the Ling. Let's see if he's gonna try to make a play to get the purple buff onto the side of Aura PH, since Execration has the information that Hades did go for the invade. Chaknu almost stealing away that Ursa with the passive basic attack. And yeah, it is going to be KLVJ. He has to do this, but then he has to watch out for the Eve, who might be able to displace him and slow him down.
And he is forcing the issue. KLVJ, E2 Max actually dives in for a huge chunk of damage. Revenge! Chaknu knocks up one, takes down Lord Hades.
Blink and you'll miss it. The boy just went in with a revenge and a flicker from out of nowhere, and it landed, and that got the kill for Execration. No purple buff yet, though, for KLVJ, but woo! What a treat to start off game number 2.
You know what? I got the MVP. I'll continue on with the MVP performance.
You know what, Nomad? I really wish you played Kufra like this.
Hey, now. I do, sometimes.
Okay.
Sometimes.
Like Chalk Mamba forever.
Chalk Mamba forever. No Mad Mamba.
No.
There was this one game where you guys called me Nomaknu.
Nomaknu. Alright, yeah, I remember that.
That's that one game where I was like all God mode and stuff, but you know. That's still the purple buff going to Lord Hades, still getting the lead over KLVJ. He is in a level disadvantage, still has yet to reach level 4, but he'll reach so shortly after he clears his purple.
Yeah, let's see if Execration will actually try to contest this turtle or give it to Aura PH and to put KLVJ into split pushing the map elsewhere and applying pressure maybe in the lane of Kelra. But with the way he's running on the walls, it looks like, yeah, he's going to be getting his orange buff, so we might see a fight for the turtle here, but still don't count out Execration to go for the split push strategy instead. Ethermax has to watch out here.
He really does. Chakno is in position to assist Ethermax. Kilowash going to be joining in on the fight here on the turtle. Renzio also has the Electro Final Blow, so there's a lot of opportunity for them to go for the steal here, as Chang-O Kelra will go for the rotation. Benny Cutie is nowhere to be found at all. 5v4 in favor of Execration in this fight.
Who's going to be able to take it? No, that's going to be kicked.
On to Chaknu, and Chaknu goes for the revenge on the green, almost goes for the rage. But that is already a kill on the Chaknu. Turtle will be secured by Aura. The Tempest of Blades will be enough to force Lord Hades into his grave. The Electro Final Blow as well by Renzio.
Bang! Double kill. Double kill there by KLVJ. And that was the turtle going on the side of Aura, but again, Execration with the punish place. Not giving up so easily. You get the turtle, we're gonna be giving you a hard time. Give Hades hell, and it is relatively hell for Hades at the start here. Already 2 deaths before 4 minutes.
I feel like the Execration icon should be changed. The logo should be changed a little bit more.
To what?
Mephisto. Like, you know.
Why Mephisto?
I don't know. Just more hell-bent on securing victories.
Oh. Maybe they can make it red?
Yeah, Maybe, but it's against the controller. As Itomax is turning red with that Way of the Dragon by JP. And he still managed to make it out? No way. He does.
Yeah, he gets taken out there. Lord Hades getting one back. I get 2 deaths. Let me get 2 more kills just to even that out. So, now, 53 seconds until this next Lord spawns. Kelra and Benny Cutie's lane is the dead lane of this match. They're just going to be focused on farming up. Kelra has been the one who's tried to rotate, but Benny Cutie knows that his Esmeralda here is incredibly important to the lineup of Aura-PH, especially come the mid-game. So he's really just hell-bent on getting those items.
I like that rotation from JP to stop Chaknu and prevent any form of protection in the bottom lane, and they trade him out.
What a play there by JP. He's going up against one of the best tanks in MPL-PH. And JP, though he was for the longest time a carry main, he's adjusted really well into the tank role. Kilowatt now chasing after Renzo.
And Renzo goes for the electro final blow. Will get caught up by Kilowatt.
Whoop. Yeah, but
that's an inherent Phobia's problem.
Yeah. I mean, he won't deal a lot of damage, but he will be able to chase down, and he'll be happy with just that. It provides a lot of zone out. Is what the Phobius does. Benny Cutie has to be careful. Chaknu does have the flicker. He might try to make a play here for Benny Cutie. Ooh, nope, doesn't use the flicker.
He goes gonna go for the bounce. KillVJ is gonna join in. Tempest Ablaze to secure the kill.
He gets taken out. Great rotations by both squads. Aura-PH are gonna trade it out. They'll be able to get this turtle as Execration will be able to break their bottom side tower.
And this is how Execration plays the entire game. They give the turtle away, but they'll find the victories elsewhere. They push for the bottom lane tier 1 turret. They're potentially going to go for the tier 2 turret here as well.
And now, I like how Chaknu is just shadowing Kelra here. He knows that he can allow his Chang'e to push in a little bit more to really force the rotation and for Aura-PH to go bottom side so they can make a play here in mid, if ever.
If ever. But meanwhile, top lane is a lot of the 1v1 action going. Renzo and Kilowatt as a wave the dragon once again. Chaknu gets caught out.
He needs to keep that tempo up. Do not be shy to displace and start a fight to pick off Chaknu, because you'll, again, just like how they started off game number 1 against Chaknu's Kupra, they can continue to do that even more. So now, they have good sources of damage rotating.
KillVJ, backlines onto Greed. He'll be able to take it down, as well as the Meteor Shower. The Yin Yang overturn is not available anywhere, but that is a lot of damage output by Execration.
Could have been worse there for Aura-PH. But then the counterplay, looking real for Execration, that's been their identity in this series so far. A lot of counterplay coming in from Execration. That's where they've been getting their massive wins. Aura-PH, they've been getting their own pickoffs as well. But it seems like when they've committed so much, Execration will punish them.
Gets the rage onto Lord Hades, and this might be a big pickoff. JP gets taken out by the Meteor Shower, and he's going to go ahead and focus his life in the shallow grave that is in the base. Lord Hades takes Itomax as a trade, though.
Whoa, spicy trade there. Hades almost getting taken out. Eventually it was JP who was out there. Itomax was the prize that Aura-PH was able to get. As we look into the items, there's already a Brute Force breastplate on the hands of the Benedetta. Brute Force breastplate was the item for Greed to be picked up. First, because there's a lot of physical damage will become coming into the backline and diving him. He needs more movement speed to get away from it.
Chaknu makes it out alive there. Sorry to cut you off there. That was almost a good pick off by Aura to secure this turtle, but they are in position to secure this. Chaknu's charging up the revenge.
Oracle now on Kilowatt. Let's see if, Aura has a good positioning here to take this, but then they have to be careful of KillVJ, exactly what they're doing. Chaknu charging it up. Let's see. They won't commit it just yet. Renzo coming in the mid lane, but stopped by Benny Cutie. Bit of scramble here, and Execration are losing the formation.
Turtle will be secured by Aura. Chaknu goes for the rage, catches Lord Hades, but the damage output is not just there just yet. As a Meteor Shower takes down Lord Hades, KillVJ gets traded out as well, and Itomax is forced to back off. Renzo trying to do what he can to dish out a lot of damage onto Greed, goes for the sword intent to secure that kill, and now Kilowatt is on the chase. Dashes?
Oh,
it's dangerous.
Does he have the demonic force? Nah, it's not proccing.
But Benny Cutie will be joining in on the 5 with the Falling Star move. Kilowatt forced to back off, and Chaknu will just soak up all the damage here. Nothing much that he can do here. He may just be taken out. Itomax joining in on the fight. Does not have the Yin Yang overturn available. He's dishing out damage, gets a stun on the JP, and JP's done.
Hero
Execration. It's just a back and forth that we're seeing for both of these squads here. No one really having a massive win to convert into a massive lead. Even Execration, even in the gold rather, just what, 600, 700 apart here. So we look at the items of the carries, 5.9k for Granger, 6.5 for KelVJ. So KelVJ is having a happier time in the jungle. Already has the Demon Hunter Sword and the Endless Battle as well.
Why do I feel like Chaknu's trying to prepare for a dive here? As KelVJ shows himself in the bottom lane. Benecutie not spotted out.
Chaknu might get picked off here, has to be careful.
Chaknu is preparing for the revenge and the rage. JP goes for the Jeet Kune Do, where goes away the dragon. Meteor shower, nice counterplay by Kelra. Here comes the real manipulation. The bodies of Aura, they immediately feel the pain as Greed gets taken out. And JP's down to just an eighth of his HP.
So we're seeing the same thing over and over again. Aura-PH want to pick off Chaknu. Execration, knowing full well that they will, are always in position to go for the counterplay. But then Aura handles the counterplay well so that they don't get punished a lot. At most, they've just been losing Greed or JP. Either of those two in a fight. Lord Hades a couple of times as well. But yeah, it seems like Execration have found a rhythm that they want to continue, even though they aren't getting the big win just yet. Eventually, though, we might be able to see a big turnaround play because of those counterplays from the Chang'e, from the Kagura that Execration have been dishing out here.
And an opportunity for Execration to carry out another big push is way too real. They get the tier 2 inhibitors. Tier 2 turret in the top lane, but they're still waiting on the Luminous Lord here, I feel. And this will be where one of the next big fights can occur. Because, wait, as I say that, Chaknu's really hiding in the bush here, waiting. They are in prime position to go for a dive if they decide to rejoin in mid.
No, but Keller needs to be closer here.
Chaknu gets spotted out, gets the way of the Dragonid, and the Yin Yang Overturn not really catching anybody, but Chaknu does get the rage. Renzio's going to be diving in on the fight with the Electro Final Blow as well. The real world manipulation is zoning Itomax and Keller away from the fight, and there's really nothing much of the Execration could have done there.
Well, yeah, Keller has to watch his positioning because he had to go check, or he went to the orange buff that he was getting for information there. Aura, they were happy with that. Yes, they displaced Cooper again. Yes, Itomax was there to help out. But then, what, 3, 4 versus 2? It's going to be a difficult fight to take. They need Kelra to be even closer here.
But they also need KelVJ to rejoin in the fight, and he is rejoining. He's going to go down, going to go for Benecutie. The meteor shower is going to be absorbed by him. Lord will be reset. That's Benecutie falling down. Renzio looking for a kill here, potentially. But we'll just be playing it safe.
So Holy Crystal now picked up here by Benecutie, and he might actually be going for more of a damage build while Kilowatt is going for the more defensive build here. I mean, Phovis does have amazing sustain as well, especially if he can just keep getting the Demonic Force hits with the shield that he gets. But now with Chaknu with Anti-Kara should help a little bit with the damage coming out from Lord Hades, as he is the only main source of physical damage that they have. The rest of Aura-PH are magic damage.
You know what? One of the major threats I'm seeing here for Aura is the fact that Renzio and KelVJ can split push. As the Rage connects onto Greed, the Flame Shot as well, the Real World Manipulation will be forced out as well as the way to the Dragon, but the Meteor Shower from Kelra is just going to put a dent on Aura there, but they still manage to come out on top of that. KelVJ kind of overextending his welcome. We'll go for the finish points and go on top of the wall. He's being chased down, but he'll be able to make it out. No Flame Shot almost catches him mid-air. It's a 1-for-2 trade over in the mid lane.
If that Flame Shot landed, I may have just like lost my mind, but then it didn't. But Aura-PH now have a bit of an advantage with the Lord. Now the Chaknu and Itomax are gone. They can force the issue here as KelVJ is still quite far, but here comes Execration to potentially seal it away. That's going to be Electro Final Blow committed there. That's going to be the Lord secured by Aura-PH, by Hades in the back line. Both back lines getting dived. Kelra and Hades get traded out here. Benecutie, Kilowatt are there for Aura-PH to see if they'll continue to fight. Here comes Kilowatt. Here comes the Esmeralda as well. That's going to be a focus in Esmeralda sustaining a lot of damage. That's going to be the Ling going down. That's going to be the Benedetta going down. And that's 3 members of Execration taken out.
And I like the fast-paced buying skills of JP there. As soon as he was down to half HP, immediately bought the immortality just in case he falls down. Good insurance.
The odds are still favoring Execration right now, 65.1% to the 34% for Aura. But what Aura has with him is the Lord and the capability to apply a lot of pressure with this push.
And they are pushing as a team. They're applying a lot of pressure in the jungle as well to prevent KLVJ from securing a purple buff for himself to be that little bit more effective. The Lord will chip down the tier 2 turret in the bottom lane. And Execration have yet to find an answer. They do have insurance here, as the Electro Final Blow by Renzio will be used up to go for the kill. And EXE will be bursted out by the real world manipulation.
Oh, look at JP!
JP's in the back. Lines goes for the wave. The dragon. Beautiful positioning from Aura. Execration still finding a reason, an ability to defend this base. The Lord will fall down without a doubt, but their HPs are low. And this might look like a tie series, but Kelra has other things in mind. KLVJ dives in with a Tempest of Blades. Will go for Lord Hades. JP gets knocked up. And he still manages to make out.
He survives. Hades praying to the heavens, giving hell to KLVJ. Just when you thought I was down, I'm gonna come back and take you out. Great help there as well by Kilowash, not giving up on Lord Hades. He stuck to Granger, and the little pull, that little pull, man, the Astaros Eye is what brought back it stopped KLVJ just for that one split moment to land the hit. And then Hades was able to finish him off. That was absolutely crazy. As we look at the replay now, brought to us by Oppo A94. Again, JP, good wave of the dragon onto the backline to Kelra. Kilowash and the rest of Aura followed through. And it really looked like Execration could have been wiped off here. But then Kelra got back to base to get the heal. But now there's action happening here. Yeah. Execration.
Greed low on HP might be a big pickoff here. As the wave of the dragon once again by JP has always been on point. Here comes the phone star with Bandit Cutie. Dishing out a lot of damage, but the Yin Yang overturn counterplay takes him out.
Renzio still standing here for Execration. That's 2-4-3. Execration lost 3. KLVJ, though, even it out. 3-4-3 now, but he's going to be forced to go back as him and Chaknu are the only ones left to be able to defend this against a marksman and against the tank. It's carry and tank versus carry and tank. 2 versus 2.
Wave the Dragon's available. Goes immediately for KLVJ. Cancels it out, and KLVJ still manages to make it out alive. Chaknu has the rage. Pushes some minions back. El Clasico movement there by Chaknu himself. Goes for the bouncing ball. JP already low on HP. He's clearing out the minion waves. KLVJ might be taken out. Goes for the Tempest of Blades. Will almost take down Lord Hades. Almost goes for the revenge. Once again, it's a flame shot by Max. Takes him out. The immortality is out by JP. And Execration, they're still in the game.
E to the max. Double kill by E to max. Just coming back in time with one of the clutchest flame shots I've ever seen, knocking it out of the park for Execration. Great teamwork by Chakno and KLVJ to buy time for E2 Max to come back. Aura PH had their eyes set on the goal, though. They wanted to get that tower, and they were that base, and they were really close. It was a great attempt by Aura PH, but an even greater defense and response by Execration. This is why we're seeing them. When we saw it earlier, the win rate percentage was like, what, 60-50% for Execration, while it was 40, closer to a little bit 50% for Aura PH. Execration still has a shot here.
Hashtag Exit shot right there. It's still, I dare say, this is still anybody's game. I mean, considering the fact that the base is slowly regenerating here, 2 lanes are open for Execration. The defense for Execration has to be on point, and they do have the wave clear insurance with Kelra, with Etomax, to an extent, Renzio as well. But if they can force the issue against Aura.
Yeah, but Execration still have to be incredibly careful with the team fights. Aura PH, man, the reason why it got to that point was because they can handle the fights incredibly well against Execration, despite Execration splitting up. But now that is going to be the Lord, started off by Exe. Let's see if Aura PH will be able to go in for the contest. JP there to disrupt. The Lord still secured by Execration, but then Chaknu goes to the back line, goes straight after Hades.
The flame shot.
Flame shot is going to be securing the kill there. Kelra and Lord Hades are down, and the flame shot back this time by Aura PH, taking out E2 Max. Now it's going to be Aura PH running after Execration. I just said it. They have a good shot at winning team fight. JP getting chased. KLVJ swooping in, able to land the kill. kill. Kilowatt 2 versus 1. He has a lot of sustain, so he'll be able to survive that. Chaknu being chased by Benny Cutie, and he will get taken out eventually. He does, and now the Lord is marching down the bottom lane for Execration. Aura-PH will not be able to get a big win out of this. They will be able to get breathing room, though, to have a good defense.
And this is not going to be wise for Execration to push with the Lord or eventually just secure the turrets because of the fact that it is a 2v3 with Lord Hades spawning in a bit. Kelra will be spawning in a couple of seconds as well, but he will not be in a position to assist Execration immediately. So they're just going to freeze the lane, give a little bit more priority in the pushes there. But we got to commend Kilowatt and Itomax there. Their flame shots were relatively on point, man.
Incredibly on point, dare I say. And now Kilowatt and Benny Cutie, especially that Phoveus is really looking to be an annoying presence for Execration. It's not something that they're directly handling, but the sustain and the constant jumps that Kilowatt has on the back line is providing enough disruption to buy time for Aura-PH to win a team fight. Hence why we've been seeing Aura-PH being able to handle the team.
Omega did in their final game.
Yeah, exactly. Give Hades hell was one of the key to victories here for for Execration, and that's exactly what they have been doing. Hence why Aura-PH cannot get a big massive win in a team fight just yet. They almost did earlier when they almost took down the base and Hades was left behind, but Execration know that the main target for us is Hades. The rest of us, even if we can't get the rest but we get Hades, we should be fine with that because it'll be hard for Aura-PH to push an end with an Esmeralda, a Cho, a Phoveus, and an Eve.
Now we're seeing Execration pushing forward on all lanes, trying to get information and trying to secure the lane advantage in this game. They're trying to equalize everything because of the fact that the mid lane and top lanes, bottom lane is already broken for them. They have to contest with stronger minions on those lanes, so there's going to be a tougher time for Execration to manage equilibrium. But they say that the minion waves are already pushing it.
Yeah, Immortality picked up by Chaknu, and earlier I believe it was I think KLVJ also picked up an Immortality. Yeah, he picked up an Immortality for himself. So now Execration, they increase their chance of again going for the second chance fight, the second wind for that punish turnaround. And Aura-PH, they don't have a lot of immortalities on them yet, but what they do have is a lot of sustain naturally, JP.
Flickered out. That is 2 minutes of the flicker down. Can use that timing to slightly get a fight in, potentially.
Both teams will now be waiting for the objectives. So gonna be waiting for that Lord to spawn out. Execration doesn't need to force the issue here. They don't have a marksman, so they can't force like an end game fight. It'll be really difficult to do without that. The Aura-PH will be able to punish them if they do that. So the fights that we're gonna see are always just gonna be for the Lord, around the Lord pit.
Power Potion will be picked up by KLVJ. Get that little bit more firepower to get through the HPs that Aura has. And I agree. Lord is where the big team fight is going to be. We're already seeing Chakno and Kelra positioning themselves in the side brush there in the mid lane, while the rest of Execration, they're just applying pressure in all the lanes just to keep sure that Aura is held back as much as possible. The risk here for Aura is that if they focus their attention on the Lord, there is a big chance that either Renzio or KLVJ would go for the split push.
Renzio won't be surprised, yeah, if he does do that. Because taking away the Esmeralda from a team fight for Aura-PH will increase the chances that Execration will be able to win a team fight. Although they still have a bit of stuff to worry about with the Phoveus looming around there. But I like how Renju's doing this. Just really constantly just keep pressuring the side lanes. You have a Benedetta, you have a Ling. You guys are fantastic with split pushing. So make the most out of that. Let's see if Chaknu lands it. He does.
Not going to be committing with the Away of the Dragon just yet. Too early. Nobody's going to be in range to go for the follow-up, but the Lord is already being started off by Execration.
Good patience on both ends. If Kelra and Itomas decided to take that opportunity, then they had a chance that Aura-PH would come and swoop in and go for the turnaround. But now they're swooping in to contest this Lord.
And that is the threat here. Renzio is on the top lane. The Lord is our primary focus here as we speak. KLVJ does have the Retribution available. Still being chipped out by Aura. They're waiting for a misstep here from Execration. Renzio is going to be joining in on the fight. Does have the Electro Final Blow. Kilowatt will be diving in on the fight. Benny Cutie in the backline takes Kelra. That is going to be big, but Benny Cutie secures that. KLVJ will go for a duel against JP. Not the best duels that they want in the backline. Hades takes down Well, not just yet. The Immortality will be popped.
KLVJ trying to get out of that.
He's very low. The flickers are already expended. Immortality will be popped there. But Renzo, the rage by Chaknu keeps them alive here. But until when?
Again, another team fight with no one having a big win. 1-for-1 at the end of all of that. You can see the caution really seeping in here for both teams. They're taking every little moment incredibly carefully. Even that dive by Benecutie was incredibly well calculated. He didn't jump E2 Max in the Kelra, actually in the back line, until he saw where the rest of Execration was. And Kelra luckily had the Winter Truncheon on him to buy a little bit more time, but eventually he got taken out. Okay, so Athena's shield was now picked up here by Lord Hades, so he'll be able to survive a little bit more of the burst magic damage that E2 Max and Kelra can dish. And what we've been seeing is that Hades is starting to turn into an incredibly slippery target for Aura-PH to get, for Execration to get.
And again, Execration will be forcing out the issue here with the Lord, but everybody already properly spawned out. Benecutie as well is up. Renzio is just applying that much pressure in the top lane to force Aura to decide, are we going to defend a potential base race, or are we going to contest the Lord? That's a big question in mind here for Aura.
Execration not forcing anything. Again, since I've been the one who's casted, all the casts I've had are 5 games. I feel like I've been here before time and time again, where we're really just going to be waiting it out and seeing the minutia of everything, the little fine details of Mobile Legends, how you're going to be pushing out the minion waves, what items are you going to buy out and trade so that you could get just a slight boost in defense or in attack. Immortalities for actually across the board, everywhere. Almost everyone has one. Chaknu and Benedetta are the ones who have it for Execration. They're happy with how their backline is positioning, so it's okay. More melee presence on the side of Aura-PH, so they actually only just got 2. Actually, not an Immortality for the Esmeralda was picked up. It was a Brute Force Breastplate for Benecutie.
Oh, that's it.
Gets picked off. That's it. That's a big, massive opening that Execration can make the most out of. It's 25 minutes now. We're on TikTok timer. 70 seconds until Benecutie comes back. Aura can do this. They can force out the Lord or split push together Ling and Benedetta, because you're gonna force Aura out of the Lord, and then eventually you can go to the Lord to secure it yourselves.
Execration playing it smart here. KLVJ is also positioned near the base. He's roaming. He's gathering information here. Now that the Lord is down to half HP, the Meteor Shower will be used up as well. The real world manipulation to force Aether Max down will be repositioned. The Yin Yang Overturn will be used up. The burst damage is there. The range connects onto JP actually, and he gets greed. They're looking for Lord Hades here. KLVJ will be diving in. And the damage output by by Lord Hades is just not enough to take down KLVJ. A lot of members of Aura are going to spawn in a minute or so.
3-1. And that was just well played by Execration. You saw it, their Aura-PH were kind of on a scramble, like, oh, wait, I have to defend this. Top lane's getting pushed, the middle turret is being threatened, and the middle wave is being threatened by Renzo. What are we going to do? How are we going to contest this? Again, that's the power of having the Ling and the Benedetta on your squad, man. You just have so much capability to split push the map and split apart your opponents in terms of who's going to be covering where.
That is the Lord. Luminous Lord marching on towards the top side is what Execration wants to happen. And they have access towards the mid lane and the bot lane. JP and Kilowash, Benecutie as well, needs to buy time for Lord Hades and Greed to rejoin them in order for them to have a fighting chance, to have their defensive options up, to potentially save their base here as Chaknu prepares to revenge, just as a warning to Aura.
They play it safe. And now Execration, 1 turret away. And now look at the win rate percentage. 1 point, it's just now looking more red than it is blue. 81.4% possibility that Execration, and again, someone was there flying. Again, in the same spot, Lord Hades' flying corpse. The Granger. Why is it always that?
Why is it always a Granger?
Why is it always Hades? It was also Hades last time.
I'll just watch you guys from heaven. But he's already in the game.
Yeah.
So,
Execration can end it here, man.
They could. Lord is being chipped out by Aura. They have nothing to do with the bottom lane inhibitor turret. Like, there's no way. There's no way this is going to be safe.
Yeah.
And they now, Execration, they're marching forward for the potential match point in this fight. Shotcut is waiting for an opportunity to go for the revenge. He's charging, and he likes his positioning, but he's backing off. Too risky. 5 members are up.
Oh, JP!
Oh, JP! Zones out KLVJ as well as the real world manipulation will be used up. Kilowatt chasing down KLVJ, manages to survive there, and he can rejoin on the fight. He is regenerating his HP. Kilowatt will be getting the brunt of the damage there from the rest of Execration, and they are backing off and disengaging.
MLBB, JP giving Execration a little bit more breathing room, forcing that issue. Actually, he almost got a kick onto, it was either Keller or Etamax that he almost kicked back to the base of Aura Philippines, but because they were able to just move away to not get kicked back just in time, just like the 2-3 pixels to the left or the right, not sure exactly what direction, he was able to get away safely. Same time for the case of the Chang'e to just increase your movement speed to sidestep the Esmeralda. So yeah, I get now why Execration's chances of winning this game are so much higher compared to MLBB.
And with that being said, they are still knocking on the doors. All waves are pushing in towards the side of MLBB, and Shotcut's looking for really looking for an opportunity to go for the revenge raid.
Look at them get forced back by this meteor shower. Yeah, JP again.
The way of the dragon onto Kelra, but as well as the real world manipulation to force him back, and that's the match. Going down, Kilowatt going in for the fight. Will go for Renzio. Will change targets potentially onto Shotcut, but he is going to be focusing on the squishier targets here, and they have to wait 73 seconds for Execration. Just at the same time as the Lord.
Yeah, real world manipulation coming in big there for MLBB. Why they got bursted down, that was the reason. And now that's something that they have to watch out for here. 4, 7, and 16 is the stat line here for Greed. Execration in general has done a fantastic job of finding out Greed and disrupting his real-world manipulation. And because, again, they have a lot of mobility, they've been able to sidestep it most of the time. But we saw just then how devastating real-world manipulation hits landing over and over again onto you will hurt. So Execration have to be careful for that. Yes, Hades is their main target, but now they also have to balance who are we going to get, Hades or Greed, because either or being alive in a fight for MLBB can deal so much damage, and they're already incredibly big threats for Execration to handle.
Oh, Chakno finds JP, and he has to fall back. He does not want to go for a team fight here. Goes for the wave, the dragon to push everybody back. And the tables have turned completely here. Aura, now they have priority over the Lord.
With it spawning 8 seconds away, it's going to be a tough Lord take for MLBB to start, because it's going to take a while for the Lord to get taken out here, and then at the same time Execution can again just split the map.
A lot of threats for Aura. If you are what do you call the fans of Aura?
The fans of Aura?
Yeah, the
Aura
flame,
or the Aura fires.
If
that
you
makes sense.
An Aura Fire starters.
Yeah, okay, that's nice. The Aura Fire starters.
I'm here all day, Aura, if you want some social media work there. But yeah, if you're a fan of Aura, you gotta give them your energy, man.
Yeah.
It's all or nothing. Execration can secure match point off of a potential pick off. Any pick off Execration can get that match point, and it's gonna be tougher and tougher for Aura to fight back.
Ooh. The numbers are still leaning towards Execration. 80+% chance to win this game compared to the 15-20% chance of MLBB. But you cannot count out the possibility that MLBB will be able to turn things around on the back of the Esmeralda, on the back of their Phobias. As long as Hades and Greed can stay alive long enough, they'll be able to do that. But Renzio is split pushing down bottom lane. This Lord hasn't been reset yet. MLBB might just swoop in and steal it away, but Renzio's split pushing.
Yeah, Aura needs to be careful here. The Lord is being chipped off. KLVJ is not in a good spot. He's going to go for the push as well. You can have the Lord, but we can go for the win, and Execration just has to stop them from falling back. And the
Lord secured by Etamax.
It's just Benecutie on the base on his own. All the minion waves are pushing forward. Goes for the wave. Not the wave of the dragon.
Damage. Benecutie was more than enough to defend it. the damage coming out of that Esmeralda, but now that they have to defend against the Lord, JP and KelVJ are down. That's gonna be Greed going down. The Lord is on the side of Execration. They are only down 1. They have the tools to potentially end this game right here, but they're up against a Granger with good wave clear, up against an Esmeralda who's done a crazy amount of damage. He's proved it. That fully charged Fulling Star Moon will be absolutely devastating for Execration to feel and take. So now with this Lord, a 33-minute fight, will it end here or will Aura hold on yet again?
30 seconds on JP, 50 seconds on Greed. It's a Hail Mary here for Aura to secure the defense that they want. And Kilowatt will go for a fight against Chakno. Revenge will be used up, as well as the Rage connects onto that stump of a turret, and they will take him out. And this may just be it, man.
That's it.
Execration will secure match point in this series, and they are closer in punching their ticket into the finals.
Victory!
And this winning moment is brought to you by Head and Shoulders, just one match away.
One away until